What's up everybody, I'm Logan from Sleepopolis, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the ReST performance bed. Now throughout the review, I'm going to put it through a few tests, I'm going to tell you what the bed is made of, and at the end of the review I'll give you my pros and cons, but to start out I want to tell you what the bed feels like. Now generally when I'm talking about the feel of a mattress, I like to start with how firm it is, how supportive the mattress is, but that's a little bit difficult with the ReST performance bed because it is an adjustable air chamber support bed. So basically it will adjust your preferences for, do you want a softer mattress, firmer mattress, and we'll cover the app a little bit later on how it does that. But because of that, the firmness of the mattress actually changes quite a bit, and it can depend on what position you're sleeping in and also your specific sleep preferences. When I went from the softest to the firmest that I could make the ReST bed, I found that it ranged all the way from like a 5 out of 10 on the firmness scale, so that's pretty soft, all the way up to about a 7.5 firmness, so that's going to be a little bit north of a medium firm feel if 10 is the firmest on the scale. So really there is a really wide range of support levels here with the ReST performance bed. That's really great, because it is a split firmness mattress, so basically there are two different air chambers, one on the left, one on the right. So if you share your mattress with a partner and you have different firmness preferences, you're going to be able to really zero in on the perfect firmness for you. One thing I do want to point out is we will take a closer look at materials later on, but this mattress does now use a purple comfort grid in the comfort layer, which is pretty interesting. It's got a bouncy feel to it, so even when it was on kind of a softer feel, I was able to change positions really easily. That comfort grid's really interesting because it is this hyper elastic polymer material, so it's a lot different than pretty much a lot of the foams that you're going to see in a lot of other comfort layers. So it is a bit of a different feel here. You're going to feel more on top of the mattress, so regardless of what firmness you set it to, you are going to be able to change positions pretty easily, even if you are sinking into the mattress just a little bit. Now to kind of clarify the firmnesses a little bit, there are different zones in the mattress, and you can actually, in an app we'll go over in a little bit, decide how firm you want each zone if you want to control it manually, so you can find the specific preference for you. Also, they have an automatic feature, so if you are kind of adjusting during the middle of the night, the mattress has sensors in here that will automatically adjust the air fills of the support chambers to kind of perfectly match and give you the right amount of pressure relief in the mattress. And also you can actually tell the mattress, are you going to sleep on your back or your side, and it will recommend a certain firmness for you as well. So again, with this mattress, it's a bit different because it is so, the smart bed technology does kind of give you some different options in terms of adjustable air fill. Now, instead of just taking my word on the feel of the ReST bed, I like to run a few tests on all the mattresses that I review so you get a more objective look at what's going on. Now, the first test that I usually run is a pressure map test, and I'll usually put one down on top of the mattress. However, with the ReST bed, there's actually one built into the mattress itself. So we're going to kind of cover the app, and you can see exactly how that pressure map kind of works within the app to kind of find the right preference or the right firmness for your specific sleep preference. Now, when I am kind of showing you this, you can see that in the app you will actually see where there's higher pressure for your back, side, stomach, things like that. And when you see that, you actually have three different options. You can either control the firmness manually, so you can find the right preference for you, and you can actually save settings so that you can go right back to that preference whenever you get back into bed. There's also an automatic, option where you can kind of choose, okay, I like a firmer feel. When you lie in bed, it'll automatically adjust depending on where it sees kind of those pressure points rise and fall and things like that. And then there's also a position option where you can decide between you're a back sleeper, side sleeper, and again, it will kind of adjust to those specific preferences as well. The app is pretty interesting and does show you exactly where those pressure points rise, and because of that, it will actually kind of slightly adjust to your body to find a low pressure right where you need it. Next up, we run the motion transfer test, and basically this is a check to see if you share your bed with a partner, are you going to feel it on your side of the bed when they're rolling around, changing positions in the middle of the night. To test that, I put a seismometer down on your side of the mattress where you might be sleeping, and on the other side of the bed, I drop a 10-pound steel ball from heights of 4, 8, and 12 inches to kind of simulate that motion on the other side of the mattress. That seismometer is going to track the disturbance with each of those drops. This version of the ReST bed actually uses the purple performance grid, so it is a pretty bouncy material, so there is a little bit of motion transferred across, but that's kind of to be expected with a bouncier mattress. I would say that overall the motion transferred across the mattress on the ReST bed is kind of in that average range in my opinion. Next up is the bounce portion of the review. Basically, are you going to be able to change positions? Does the mattress offer some mobility? And again, the purple performance grid is pretty bouncy, has a quick response to pressure. So even though it's not a coil mattress, it does have those air chambers, which aren't generally super bouncy. I definitely felt more on top of the ReST bed. I was able to change positions really easily. Last but not least, we have the edge support portion of the review. Basically, are you going to be able to sleep all the way to the end of the bed without worrying about collapsing and rolling out of bed in the middle of the night? I'd say that the edge support on the ReST was pretty good. You'll see in a second during the materials section, there is a bit of foam, memory foam kind of around the edges of that purple grid, which you will push through a little bit, but below that, there is firmer support from the base of the mattress. Now to give you a better idea of how the ReST bed works, I'm going to peel back the cover so you can see the materials used and the layers of it. I do want to start with that cover. It's a really thin material, super stretchy. Has a feel like athletic performance material, so it's going to be super breathable and it's going to stretch to kind of go along with that flexibility of the different firmness levels as the air chambers go up and down. Now once we get underneath that, we get into kind of the comfort section here of the mattress. You can see that it's 2 layers. Here what you're actually seeing is the outer ring of the comfort layer. It's a foam kind of edge support layer here. Further in there is the purple performance grid. That's made of hyper elastic polymer. It's a really bouncy material. They set it up in a grid structure so that basically the grid walls it creates are going to collapse strategically to kind of give you more pressure relief where you need it, more support where you need it. Really interesting that they use it in the construction of this bed. Then below that, you kind of transition into this kind of pressure relief section here, which is memory foam. You can see that's a gel memory foam. Slower response to pressure. You're not really going to feel that memory foam because of the purple grid on top of it, but you are going to get some nice pressure relief from this below that comfort layer. Now below that, what's interesting is you actually get to the sensors of the ReST bed. Now this is what's actually going to give you that kind of pressure map that we saw in the app of the for the ReST app, and it's actually how they're going to decide basically when you're in that automatic mode, do you need more pressure relief at the shoulders? Should it be more supportive of the hips? Things like that. So that's where this section is going to come in below that memory foam. Then finally, at the base of the mattress here, we have the air chambers. This is where the support of the mattress comes from. You know, we'll show you the pumps that basically will pump air into these or deflate them depending on whether you want a softer or firmer feel. And they're surrounded by a high density polyurethane foam to kind of give you some of that edge support. Now before I end the review, I do want to give you my pros and cons for the ReST performance bed. First up, I would recommend it to you if you are a back and side combination sleeper. Because of the purple performance grid, there's good mobility, so you're going to be able to change positions between the two. And also, because the bed does adjust firmness levels, you're going to be able to find the right mix of support and pressure relief for your specific sleep style. I'd also say it's a great choice for those that are suffering from shoulder pain. I think the grid does a nice job of kind of giving in where you're going to need pressure relief the most. And also because it is zone support in those air chambers, you're going to be able to find that kind of nice mix where you're going to be able to have sinkage at the shoulders so you can get a little space there, some nice pressure relief while still having nice support in the hips. And also lastly, I would say that it actually sleeps pretty cool because it has this really nice thin cover that's really breathable, and the purple performance grid does a really nice job of not trapping body heat throughout the night. Now, some of my complaints with the ReST bed are that I don't think it's a good choice for these stomach sleepers out there. I don't think it has the right support. Even when I really ramped up the support on the in the app, it didn't do enough for my hips. I felt them sinking into the mattress, which is not good for stomach sleepers. And also, while the tech is really cool and you can see the pressure points on the mattress within the app and stuff like that, I found it to be a little bit finicky maybe, and also it didn't respond super quickly to pressure changes when I was in the automatic setting, which I found a little bit strange. Now, if you are interested in purchasing a ReST performance bed, I do want to give you some of their company policies. First up, there is a 90-day trial period, so you can have it in your home for about 3 months, deciding whether you want to keep it, send it back. For shipping, there is a $199 white glove delivery available. It is pretty heavy, and there is a little bit of setup involved, so definitely recommend that. And finally, the mattress comes with a 10-year warranty. So So that's it for my review of the ReST bed. If there's anything I didn't cover, just leave a comment below. Now, if you want to learn more about the original ReST bed or check out my full review, you can Google Sleepopolis and ReST bed review. Also, be sure to follow us on social media so you don't miss any of our new reviews or giveaway announcements, and head to Sleepopolis for all of your sleep needs.